Buhari government knows Nnamdi Kanu needs surgery. IPOB lawyer Ejimakor give reason why Buhari should release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now. Of course, he should know and he understands Nnamdi Kanu's condition, but holding Nnamdi Kanu, just to prove that he really hates Nnamdi Kanu and Indigo is showing. He cannot deny that fact. You understand? And that is why Nigerians are saying that this government should do the needful and release the IPOB leader. That is the only way this government will know peace. If this man is not released, peradventure, God forbid, something happened to him, Nigerian government might not be able to control the aftermath. I am always saying this because this man has been released. Now his condition is deteriorating. His condition is really very bad. So why are you holding a man the court have set free? Why are you holding a man you know that you have no case against him? All because of, hatred and all that. Yesterday, Buhari was saying that it was not funny hearing Nnamdi Kanu said it's not Buhari, that the real Buhari is dead. You understand? That one is actually hitting him. You hear Nigerians commenting saying, that is the reason why you are still holding Nnamdi Kanu and this and that, and you know what is going on. In fact, why are you holding him? I've said this several times that President Muhammadu Buhari knows they have no case with this man, and he's disappointed with the court rulings. He was thinking that the court is going to rule in the favor of Nigerian government. That is the reason why he told Igbo leaders who approached him, who pleaded with him to release the IPOB leader, then apply political solution, restore peace in the southeast region and Nigeria as a whole. President Muhammadu Buhari reply was he will not interfere in judiciary affairs of this particular matter. And funny enough, the person that vowed not to interfere is the person interfering. He said Nnamdi Kanu should defend himself in the court. This man has defended himself in the court, and the government of the day, have refused to release him. Nnamdi Kanu is seriously sick. He's having heart failures. He hasn't having heart issues, serious one. You understand? According to his lawyers, they said Nnamdi Kanu sometimes will just go off, the heart they fail. And the DSS, they don't understand all these things when they happen to him. And all these things started happening to him after the torture in Kenya. You understand? So this is where President Muhammadu Buhari, this Nigerian government, will have a very big problem. If anything happens to him, they are not even thinking about that. They are desperate, If you are desperate, you don't think, you don't rethink when you are doing things. You just think once, and at the end of the day, you see yourself making mistakes. This man was not having these issues before now, until he was adopted in Kenya by Nigerian government and the torture and all that. That is when he has incurred all these plenty problems he's having right now. Now the lawyers have been telling the federal government of Nigeria, release this man, let him go. Release him, let him have access to his daughter. The most painful thing about it is that this government have refused him to have access to his personal doctors, even the drugs prescribed, by those people who come to examine him in the custody. They won't even allow him to get the good ones. They go to pharmacies and get those drugs. That is what his lawyer said, that the Nigerian government are patronizing roadside chemists, buying, medicine when we say fake drugs, for that kind of thing. And you should know what it takes for someone to be taking drugs, that is not really a good one for that kind of situation. Ejimakor, the special counsel to Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, says his client needs surgery. Ejimakor said the Nigerian government knew that Nnamdi Kanu needed surgery since August but ignored it. He said Kanu's medical condition was enough reason for the Nigerian government to release him. In a tweet, Ejimakor wrote, "For the avoidance of any doubt, the Nigerian government knew since August 2022 that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu requires surgery. Besides the court orders, this is enough to release him or accord him his right to independent medical care. It is a universal norm." Recently, Ejimakor said Kanu was suffering from a heart problem and mineral deficiencies that required a specialist. Ejimakor claimed that the Department of State Services (DSS) denied Kanu his medication for a good 9 days. He also claimed that the DSS denied IPOB leader food. So Kanu has been locked up since June 2021 when he was, kidnapped in Kenya and subjected to extraordinary rendition. Since his arrest, the court in Nigeria have granted him bail, but the Nigerian government have refused to release him. And denying him food and drugs, you should know what they are doing. It's just like, since we did not win the court's judgment, let's leave you here so you can die. But this will be the biggest mistake the Nigerian government will make. Nnamdi Kanu must not die in the DSS custody. They should understand why Nnamdi Kanu must not die. It is important. Nnamdi Kanu must not die in the DSS custody. So Nigerian government should get that right. I'm dropping it here, guys. Kindly share your thoughts below the comment section. Thank you.